Everybody back to Planeslip Season 2, Episode 11. This one is titled All That for This? So, where we were last time was the party had just finished off the great old master Nyogi. It was a hell of a fight. And I even got to make Comet roll a death save. Made me happy. I mean, it didn't count for shit, but it made me happy.
That's what matters.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, having cleared this room, the area has gone deathly quiet. And in case you're wondering, we're stalling for Comet. Waiting for him to get back because he is currently wrapping up combat in another game. So we're going to give him all the time we can. But I have a couple of things, and I'll take questions in the chat or, what have you. Anything that you want to know about the campaign. But the first thing I need to know is what you guys have as your senses. Like your sense abilities, whether you have no dark vision or dark vision, true sight, tremor sense, blind sight. I need to know what you guys have.
I believe I have true sight within 10 feet at the moment.
Now, is that a permanent fixture or is that?
It's one of those things I can change.
The
third eye.
All right. Oh, okay, I see.
See invisible within 10 feet.
See invisible within 10 feet. All right.
Not technically true sight, but yeah.
Yeah.
Seems like you should
Not
probably have
illusions.
some range on that, because if you're within 10 feet and then you see something invisible, probably fucked. Probably fucked.
You never know.
You stroll up to it and you're like, oh, that's where you are.
Well, that's why you have fireball on the hair trigger.
I didn't ask how big the room was. I said I cast fireball. Oh. All right, and yes, thank you to everyone who is currently hanging out and waiting with bated breath for our last cast member to arrive. Now, it's really up to you guys. It's just still there because I was too lazy to take it off. But the donation bar, let's see if I can line this up with the cameras right up there at the top. We have $50 worth of donations. We'll do a shirt giveaway. Encyclo Chameleon says his shirt is very comfortable and arrived in good condition from Streamlabs merch store. So that's a good thing for establishing the faith there in their service. He is the first recipient of one of our shirts, and he is he beat me to it. I don't even have one of my shirts. So but that's the thing. You by no means are obligated to donate. Believe me, I appreciate it when you do. It helps me out a lot. Helps keep the internet on and the power on so that I can keep doing this for you guys. So in the meantime, if there's any questions that anybody has regarding the campaign, what's happened up to this point, my cast here, if you guys have anything you need clarified, now would be a perfect time to do that. If you have any questions or anything that you want, you just want to call me an asshole, that's fine, I guess. Somebody fill the silence. I'm running out of stall.
Yeah.
I have a question for you.
I have an answer, maybe.
Never mind. I was going to say something mean, but I can't bring myself to do it.
Do it.
You're just too nice.
I want to hear China say something mean.
That's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Right? Okay, so China, your personality reminds me. Have you ever seen Police Academy?
Oh, no. Does that have Arnold Schwarzenegger in it?
No. No.
That's kindergarten cop. That's different.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, so your personality, you remind me of a little bitty, cute black lady cop, and she talks like this, and she never raises her voice until she gets mad.
Oh my gosh, that's so true.
Oh, I love that movie. Your personality reminds me of her so much. It's hilarious.
Well, now I'm gonna have to watch it.
I'd recommend it. Yeah, I would recommend it. Oh, Bunny,
Yeah,
where are you?
I feel like my only exposure to that series is just like, flipping through the channels years ago.
Coming
Like
across
flipping
it
through
at
channels
4
on
a.m.
TV and coming
You've
across
seen
it,
half the movie in 5-minute intervals.
Not quite, but yeah, basically I've seen like a 5-second bit of it. That's about it.
I'm running out of stall. Hurry up. Oh, Lord.
So we so on the seditious pride, I suppose have sort of two tasks. We have, well, they might be in the same place, but we have to rescue Lizeth, and we have to find Cephalium and his crew who got taken prisoner.
Yes. Those are your primary and secondary objectives. Now, what you know of the situation that you're currently in, the Githyanki have had Lizeth for approximately 3 weeks now, while you guys have been gathering and building, and just trying to prepare yourselves for this realm and for this fight in particular. And your preparations have... What the fuck?
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god. Bro.
What happened?
Look at the stream.
Gotta dance.
Oh yeah, it took a while for it to show up on the stream itself. I wasn't looking at the Roll20.
Still not there, I think.
Well,
it's on the stream.
I started saying my preview says it's there. Damn, Daniel, don't do that shit again.
Oh, it shows it all at once.
Yeah.
Yeah, it shows the
It used
path.
to show
and,
just the token moving around.
Nope.
Yeah, no.
No, now it shows scribbles.
Yeah. Anyway, you know that they've had Lizeth for about 3 weeks, and your preparations have, up to this point, paid off fairly well. But the last fight was a tough one. And, you know that there is still at least one entity within this enemy organization that has significant power, and that was the pirate captain. Thus far, you haven't run into him on this level, and you've kind of got your fingers crossed that he went out with the assault to the Navy, rather than hung back to try and command things from here. But what you do know from the Rear Admiral of the Gasari Navy is that they have been ciphering power in some way from divine casters that they capture in this realm, because the divine power, the divine magic, has been fractured in some way for eons here, due to the breakthrough of the prime evil into the material plane. This was the path that he took, and as such, this realm is broken. But they're doing something with this divine energy. You're not entirely sure what, and you're not entirely sure you want to find out. Has he said anything yet?
Well, he did say.
Sorry, just follow the party for now. I'm so close to finishing this.
Okay. Alright, so that's... Alright. Bunny will be along shortly. Alright, but in in accordance with his wishes, we shall begin. Any last minute questions?
I was just gonna say, or on my my roll 20, or on still moving around, hasn't resolved yet.
It hasn't resolved yet.
Still going.
Oh God. Jesus.
Boy,
All
I
right.
think I should be able to do it. This.
Let's see. How about this?
Oh, he finally finished.
Yeah, or just
I think my
move one space.
I think my roll 20 just gave up, and because he just shifted one just now.
Yeah, I think I think Iran just moved his token 1 so that it stopped following.
Exactly.
I got you. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Where's the master? Let's turn that down just a scoot. There we go. All right. So, Comet has been healed. He brushes the hoof print off of his forehead. Thanks, Aurelia. I really appreciate it. I'm not sure how
That
long
is
my
such-
rhinos last.
That's such a good impersonation.
All right. How's everyone doing? Comment. I see you're not doing too great there.
Yeah, these wounds don't really seem to want to heal up. I'm not sure what kind of advanced math I have to do to make this this bleeding stop.
Math isn't very good at healing. I can attest to that.
What?
Math is better at causing pain.
You might be right. I know
right,
okay, so I know he has the ability to heal, but
Yeah.
I don't know anything about his character. I don't even know if his sheet is complete in the journal, and I'm afraid to look. So you guys did, if I remember right, you guys got some potions before you left, correct? I feel like that was a thing that happened.
I have 1 potion of greater healing. That's what I got.
I got nothing. I mean, I've got like a higher level cure wounds, but I'm not sure like how helpful that's actually going to be.
Okay.
I have 1 greater healing potion.
What's
Comet could probably use a high level heal right now, though.
He could, but all right. I don't have my actual book within reach of me right now. What is the 4d4 plus 4 potion? Which one is that?
I
Is it
think.
the
Yeah, let me
advanced
check.
or
Yeah,
well,
Is that greater or superior?
superior? I think greater.
Greater is 44 plus 4.
Okay, so you guys, what I will say is that because I am a merciful DM, you guys can each have 3 greater healing potions that were given to you by Grumbles' quartermaster before you left.
Okay.
So that is a thing that you have, 3 each. And before you thank me, oh, hang on a sec. Vic, can you permit cast, please?
Hmm?
Can you permit cast an attack, please?
How do I do that?
Exclamation point permit.
Okay. Is it exclamation point permit and then space the name?
I think so. Yes.
There we go. We'll see if it works.
Yeah. It worked the other day. All right. Cool. You
Yeah.
didn't get timed out. Great.
Yeah.
Awesome. Did it time out everything that he said? No. Okay. Cool. All right. Sorry for that brief interruption. Thank you for that link, Cass. Yes, but before you thank me, Why don't you just hold on to that? Because I'm pretty sure you're going to curse my name later. So Comet is going to down his potions.
Okay.
Oh, my number lock's off. I wondered why that wasn't working right. $14. All right. Sorry, this is a little slow. Just a little back of house, guys. 17, 16, 47. All right. All right.
I only used Hideous Laughter once last session, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember if I used my 4th level 1 spell. I don't think I did.
I'm gonna drink a couple of potions too, but I'm gonna hold on to one just in case.
I'm at okay health.
Yeah. I'm pretty good.
You say that until you get one shot by a huge monster hiding somewhere.
I mean, a health potion isn't going to change that. Being at full health isn't going to change that.
I mean, I don't know.
I just know that the DM can see exactly how much health you have.
We all can.
Okay. So everybody in the stream watching, and Vic knows this, you've been playing with me for a long time now. I'm not going to cheat on the side of killing your characters. That's not what I'm here for.
Yeah.
If anything, I will cheat to save your ass. To keep you from dying. Because, damn it, I spent 2 years writing this campaign and I'm still not done with it, and I want to get it done.
No, just total party kill at the end. Don't test the ending. No need for that.
Yeah, right. Guys in the stream, don't count it out. It's every so often we have guest appearances, and every so often we do take on a new cast member, so don't count it out.
Like Comet and Faye.
Like Comet and Faye. Comet and Faye are relatively new cast members. Iran is not one of the original crew. He's one of the oldest, but he's not one of the original crew.
Came right before the stream started. Did not expect to be streaming playing this character.
Well, that makes a lot of sense now.
That's fair. Natural herbs infused with magic. They taste like bitter and have a magical tingle if you lick a battery. Dude, that's cruel. Strawberry and mint with a metallic-y chloroform aftertaste is what they're kind of like in this world. Hey, does it smell like chloroform?
Always tastes like strawberry.
Currently the party is level 14? 13?
Yeah.
14? 14. Mm-hmm. But after this whole encounter, presuming everybody survives the final boss fight, which depends on which direction they go, depends on which boss they face, they will level up.
Yay.
Woohoo.
Okay, so all that aside, Now, you have the exploded remains of the great old masters scattered about before you. The ground is littered with the corpses of tiny Nyogi hatchlings. The now cooling coals from the brazier that was turned over are being munched upon by the 2 rhinos that are at Comet's disposal for Lord only knows how long.
Think for an hour.
For an hour? Great.
Yeah. Also,
right.
Reed's probably poking at the coals too. He likes
Mhm.
fire and members and stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
Oran is taking off his shoes and he's having a funeral service for them. He's really broken up about those shoes.
The
Alright,
rest in peace the Chimera leather shoes as he pulls out Wyvern leather shoes to replace them.
Sounds about right.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay. So, the scene before you is laid out as described. The smell in this room is of acid and sickness and blood. The bed mat of the creature that you have just slain smells of rotting meat.
Ew.
To the northwest, you see an iron door. To the east, you see 2 other doors made of wood. To the south, a fetid pool splashes slowly, the water thick and reeking of poisons. And to the southeast, a large pile of gore and skulls lay stacked 15 feet tall. The remnants of the great old master's meals, it appears.
Well, Faye definitely hasn't let up. Even though, like, they brought the Grandmaster down, she's got, like, her bow still pulled out and she's still on high alert. And so she's just, watching, looking around the room.
Make a perception
And-
check.
Coolio.
Nice.
25.
Very nice. Alright. So, you're still on high alert, and you close your eyes. You breathe in the scent of this room. And you feel the currents of air around you. You feel the vibrations in the stonework beneath your feet. Through the sense of hearing and the vibrations, you hear and feel heavy footsteps coming from north of you. And you scent something not unlike an insect or an arachnid coming from somewhere near the gore pile.
Okay. All right. We're still, I don't think we're out of the clear. There's something coming from, like, over there, and she kind of motions towards the gore pile. And also, we've got something big up north. I don't really know what it is, but it can't be good. I would guess it wouldn't be good.
So question for Kyle. Is there a hallway or a door or something here? I don't remember. I see like the wall texture but I don't see whether there's a door or something.
You don't know. Because the gore pile, you've never gone over to look around it. All you know is that there's a 15-foot tall pile of bones and blood in that corner.
I sent Tiberius over to fly higher than that to see.
Okay. in that case, I will reveal it for Tiberius. What's his sight range?
Oh yeah, good question. His he has dark vision 60 feet and also tremor sense 30 feet apparently. Although he's always flying, so
All right.
can't really sense much that way.
How close is he? Crap. 5, 10, 15, 20, 40, 45, 50. Okay. All right. So what is revealed to his senses is an empty room and darkness.
Okay. But yeah. So
And since
there is
I'm
a path-
gonna say that his tremor sense doesn't work because
Yeah,
he's not
flying.
he's not on the ground. So
Okay. Can he just like hang on the wall to see if there are any tremors there?
from right there, what's the tremor sense range?
Oh yeah. That's a good question. I don't think he can sense much. Anyway, it's 30 feet.
30 feet.
I'll have him, attached to this wall then.
Okay. With his tremor sense, roll him a perception. He can tell that there's something there, but I want to see his perception to see how much he can identify. And also, what is his intelligence score?
His intelligence score is 12.
12? Okay. Alright. So, the tremor sense reveals to him something large directly on the other side of the wall. And I mean directly on the other side of the wall, like it's attached.
Yeah.
And he can pick up the vibrations of its breathing, so he knows it's alive.
Okay. I guess, since I'm sensing through his eyes and ears and whatever, I'll tell the others this, that there is some sort of creature probably hereabouts. Although, well, there is that gore pile, so we'll either have to move it or go over it or around.
Or let the rhinos mow through it.
Good idea.
That's assuming they don't get stuck in the passageway.
Also true.
Well, removing the gore pile.
But at this point, Comet is he's sitting on top of one of the rhinos, crisscross applesauce style. I don't think me and my rhinos are gonna go anywhere for a little bit. I don't feel well.
That's fair. Fair.
That's probably a good idea. You really don't look good. Pale is not your color.
It's not. It's really not.
Oh hey, there's a
Hey.
bunny. Hey.
Hey,
How was
sorry,
my
guys.
impression of you? Did you
It's
okay?
pretty good.
Okay, all right.
I had. Did we short rest or are we discussing that?
We haven't yet short
We
rested,
got
although
three greater
so,
healing
yeah.
tokens each.
yeah,
to use
yeah,
as
which
a
Kyle already used for you.
Okay, thank you.
I've got you
Dude,
back
we're
up to
not
half
ready to
health, give or take.
That's good. That's good.
Because I don't know how you necessarily want to handle your magic use, and I didn't want to take any of your spell slots because I knew you were coming. It'd been different if you weren't going to be here for the whole session, but I didn't want to burn anything.
That's fair. I still got some stuff feelings. I could use that.
Yeah.
But if we're short resting, I don't need to.
Okay.
Well, I feel like there's something coming, so maybe we shouldn't stop to take a short rest.
Give me another
Take another one.
perception check. Okay.
Could I make one?
Now, Faye's rocking the alert ranger senses right now. This is all her.
Aw.
Fair.
All right.
So
Faye, is your guardian of nature still up?
No, it ended like right at the end of the fight.
I thought so.
Yeah, it's
okay.
only a minute.
All right. So
I know,
you're
right? I'm so sad about that. Oh, crit.
the thunder of your heartbeat from the adrenaline rush drowns out the sounds that you were hearing before. You've lost them now.
Well, I mean, if another one of those things coming, I don't think we can fight it. In case he's gone, he's like gone in the wind, like that whole book.
Oh my goodness.
What
Read some
book are you
strange stuff.
talking about?
You haven't read Gone with the Wind? It's a great romance novel.
Gone with the Wind totally exists in this world.
Okay.
Totally.
Vic definitely hasn't read it.
It's just it's just on the comments Reddit.
I know that's what I was
Common
gonna
can
say.
read?
Hmm?
Common can read?
Yeah, I can read a lot of things.
All right. So basically,
Which way
what
do
we
you want to go?
So basically, what we sort of sensed is, or I guess mostly Faye sensed, but there is something to the north, and then to the southeast. Yeah, to the southeast was she smelled something like some sort of arachnid or insect in that direction, and Tiberius sensed that it was like right on the other side of the wall here.
Well, that thing must have been guarding something, so let's go.
Which way?
Yeah,
It's
north or
right
south.
behind this room.
Oh, okay. If we're
This way?
gonna move forward, I guess I'll just, since we're moving forward, I'll just do this. Since
What is this?
What is what?
What is what? I'm trying to think. What is he gonna cast? Yeah, he's got. It is not prepared. Okay. I just gotta remember. Hold on, I'm reading something.
Oh god, I'm panicking. Wait.
Okay, it's not horrible. Okay, it's not horrible. I have a good shot at this.
Oh goodness, that's
Oh.
so bad.
What?
I'm gonna mass cure wounds everyone.
Okay.
Everyone gets 25.
I'm already at full health, so
I mean, anyone who's not, top them
Barely
off.
All right. So 25 hit points to everybody.
And I'll roll a 1d20. Please don't be a 1. Okay, thank God. My staff is still here. This is good.
Ah, I see. So that was the last charge?
That was the last charge. Yeah.
All right. And the text on that is it regains 1 charge or 1d4 charges every dawn, is that right?
1d6 plus 4.
Okay.
which staff is that? Staff of
The
magic.
staff of healing.
Healing. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, is that Dom?
Give me just a second. I gotta try and adjust this chair. My knees are in my chest.
That's fair.
Oh, that's so much better. Now I just have to remember not to lean back. Because the gas cylinder release is broken on my chair, and when I lean back, it just drops me to the floor.
Well, after that, Ferran's moving, like, all right, Tommy, Rebecca, let's go.
Oh my god.
All right.
All right. So you're approaching the iron door to the north, correct?
Yeah.
All right.
Seems like that's the plan.
Yeah. Comet, you're, by the way, sitting on top of that rhino, Indian style, just chilling.
Yeah. Just, he's taking me where I need to go.
Yep.
Rebecca's in the lead. Tom is my out.
Christ on the cross. Okay. All right. This is all you.
All right. So what is this? It's an iron door.
It is a solid iron door, no window bars, only rivets, a locking mechanism, and a latch.
Okay. I guess I'll go up to the door then, and try and open it if it's see if it's locked, and then if it is locked, I'll try and pick it.
All right, so you're gonna try and open it first? Is that what you said? All right,
Yes.
deck save.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
21.
All right, so you walk up, you reach out and pull on the latch, and when you do, there is a click of metal a split second before a spike launches itself out of the door. It was disguised as a rivet, and it comes out at eye level. You roll to the side just in time to avoid it. You said Tommy was in the lead, Comet?
I said Rebecca was in the lead.
Well, Rebecca needs a deck save.
Oh no, Rebecca!
I believe in you, Rebecca.
Not the most dexterous of creatures, rhinos.
Oh wow, that's an 8.
15.
15? That's good enough. So Rebecca, I guess, sees it coming and flips her head to the side, and the spike deflects off of her horn. And if she had a mane of long, luxurious hair, she would be tossing it right now.
You're beautiful, Rebecca. It's never change.
So, Vic, you want to try that shit again?
I'm gonna check if there are any more crabs. Just make sure.
Give me an
that
investigation
won't
check.
All right, investigation. 23.
23. So you work your hands across the door, and behind every rivet there is the smallest of gaps. Each one of these rivets in the door, and there are many, are launchable spikes.
Okay.
And what did you
yeah.
say the check was? Let me scroll back up there. 23.
23. Yeah.
So the latch mechanism and the trigger mechanism for the trap are both tied into the lock.
Okay. So if I'm able to pick the lock, I can avoid setting more off.
You think so?
Okay. I'll tell the others, and I'll also have Reed just kind of back away.
Okay.
I'll tell the others to back away a bit, just in case. And once they do, I'll try and pick the lock.
Okay.
So that's 18 thanks to reliable talent.
Thank God, but oops. Oop.
That's not good enough.
Okay. Would that be another deck save?
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, 12.
Oh no.
Ooh. Scandalous.
Knowing it's there wouldn't give an advantage. What?
No.
If anything, you shouldn't be fucking with it. Okay.
So how much damage does Vic take? Do we have to tell his wife back home?
Holy shit.
You are peppered with 19 iron spikes.
I take half of that because I failed to save.
You take 44 damage, halved from 88.
Okay.
Yikes.
Good times.
Oh my.
Vic.
Yes.
Are you okay?
No. Depends on your definition of okay. Not dead.
You're not dead.
I'm not great.
Well, on the upside, red is definitely your color.
So the real upshot to this is there are no more spikes at the door.
Well, hey, that's a plus.
Third time's the charm, yeah?
Well, now there are no more spikes in the shoe. So I don't. There's no real risk of it spiking me again. But I'll try and be careful and just
Oh my god.
pick the lock and hopefully not die.
I mean, you should be fine. There's no more danger. Oh,
Yep.
hey.
24. Yeah.
You pick the lock without a problem the second time around.
Mm.
Pain's a hell of a motivator.
Yes.
Ian is a good teacher.
An embarrassment.
I assume Tiberius just sort of laughs as I get peppered with spikes.
Oh, he's rolling. If he wasn't claws deep into the wall, he would have fallen on the ground. Hilarious. All right, so the latch clicks free and revealed unto you. Take a wild guess. It's a hallway with a 90-degree turn.
Huh.
Madness.
I
Faye,
will send.
Faye,
Oh.
I'm sorry. Faye, you were not here for the Temple of Nalathis dungeon.
Oh goodness.
I
what's
swear
that?
to God, if I said you see a hallway with a 90-degree turn at the end once, I said it 5 million times. That is the last time I ever use a random generated dungeon. I'll build my own shit from now on.
All right, Tiberius will fly over to see around the corner.
All right. Just for sake of brevity, I'm revealing squares.
Yeah, that's fine.
I don't know if this is actually revealed, but it should be. All right. He approaches. So the hallway appears to be empty, and you see a recess through his senses.
Okay.
And, all right. So he's 60 feet. Fuck it. I'm just guessing here. Alright. Alright, so what he sees is a large tan-colored rug on the floor and a open archway through which he sees flashing and open sky. Just trying to make sure that I've got everything wall-wise revealed here.
Yeah.
All right. So directly ahead of him to the north, there's a wooden door. And from his vantage point currently, he can see the corner of another wooden door in the recess that I mentioned before. The large circular tan rug with a starburst pattern lies unassumingly in the middle of the floor. Otherwise, this section is unoccupied.
Okay. I'm gonna have him land on, I guess, well, on this wall over here,
Okay.
and just try and see if he can sense any vibrations.
30 feet tremor sense?
Yeah.
He senses no vibrations.
Okay. All right. So I guess I'll pop out of its senses and just sort of signal the others. There's sort of an open room ahead with a rug in the middle and doors off to the north and east.
I'll send Kyle ahead.
Okay.
Or Clyde. Wait, no.
Get your minions
Tom?
straight, man.
Oh boy.
I want
And-
to go inspect the rug.
Okay.
Yeah, and by the way, what is this over here?
It's an open archway leading outside, as far as you can tell.
Okay.
All right. Go ahead and roll an investigation on the rug for Runia.
Oh, oops.
Oh, I guess it's a nice rug. I got a 14.
It's not even a nice
Aurelia's
rug.
Smart.
It's not even a nice rug. It's just a dirty rug.
I like the dirt. It reminds me of home.
It's kind of heavy. Yeah, but this one smells like Nyogi feet.
Oh, you're right. That's
Yeah, it's less like nature and more like Nyogi droppings. I assume.
Comet, roll Rebecca a strength check.
Roll Rebecca a what?
A strength check.
A strength?
Yeah,
Mhm.
she was strength 21.
She very nearly gets caught in the turn and stuck. And has to stop her forward momentum because Vic is in the way. I told you these fucking rhinos would get caught in the doorways. They're too wide.
Rebecca needs to lose some weight.
Rebecca, don't worry about it, sweetie. Just try again.
Go on the diet.
You guys are terrible. Leave Rebecca alone.
Perfect.
Now you just need to give her a nickname and start playing fetch with her.
What do you mean? Her name's Rebecca. Why would I give her a nickname?
All right, so what's happening here, guys?
Yeah.
Rebecca will pull out.
All right. Yeah, I guess I'll sort of ride ahead, and I'm going to listen at this door to the east here.
All right. Go ahead and roll me a perception.
Okay. 25.
25. You hear a scrape that sounds like claws on stone, and then you hear something metallic being set down.
Okay. I kind of whisper to the others that I hear something in that direction.
I want to listen to this north door too.
All right. Let me have a perception roll, please.
23.
23. You listen very closely, but nothing seems to be moving on the other side.
I just turn and shrug at everybody, but I don't say anything.
Okay. All right. By the way, is Comet back in the other room?
Here, so.
Okay.
He's talking to Tom and Rebecca.
All right,
He's just relaxing for a moment.
I'm gonna whisper into the sanding stone. It sounds like we got something ahead to up here.
So Comet,
you joining us?
Comet, much to your surprise, the rock necklace that they gave you that's been hanging around your neck this whole time starts talking with Vic's voice.
What? I'm gonna make a wisdom check.
Okay.
See if I realize what this is. It's not just some weird voodoo magic. All right. Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Oh,
yeah.
wait.
So it does register with you that it is Vic's voice and that it is coming from somewhere in the vicinity of your clavicle.
Oh. You mean
Comet,
going
where are you?
forward? Where am I? He's like looking around. No. And he's just gonna start walking ahead like, guys, where are you? I hear your voices, but I can't see you.
You literally saw us go down the hallway. Right there.
Oh, no, I mean, I got flustered.
We're around the corner. We didn't cease to exist.
Okay, that's good. I wouldn't like my
Tiberius
friends
was
to
like,
think
hey
this.
boss, he's over here.
Hey, boss. Here he comes.
Wait, where did Ron go?
Again,
I'm just
out
staring
of sight
down.
doesn't mean doesn't exist.
I'm sorry, I gotta stop this and break immersion for a second. This is exactly like the College Humor Batman video. Harvey, the Two-Face was just here. He's done something. Oh, Two-Face, where did you take Harvey?
I haven't seen it, but that's hilarious.
All right, I'm done. Don't mind me.
Comet just rounds the corner again. Tiberius, do you know where they went?
Tiberius raises out a claw and points at Iran. Are you really, really that dense? Sorry, I reverted back to the Batman voice. I could.
He just kind of circles around Tiberius and hugs Iran. I thought I lost you.
No, you're getting blood all over me.
He smells like blood, Neogi guts, and something not quite identifiable. It's kind of like wet dog.
That's just Comet smell.
Yep.
Yeah.
Comet's pretty normal. All right.
Comet smells like Frisky Dingo.
All right. You guys ready? Are we going through this door? I point to the one.
But I have to hug Farilia.
No, please, that's
Oh, I have to.
okay. You
Too
don't-
late.
Okay. All
You-
right. I'll let it happen.
Shh.
happening.
Shh. This is happening.
Oh, okay. All right, that's enough. Now you can let go. I don't like it. You let go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and so basically, if Vic will say, so if Comet walks up to him, Vic's just gonna say, "Touch me and I'll shank."
I mean, I was just gonna be here and get ready for you to open the door. I wasn't gonna hug you.
Okay. Good.
I kind of want to open this door up here.
Why would you do that? We're supposed to like stick together.
But I mean, what if it leads to the same place? And if there sounds like there's something over there, it doesn't sound like there's anything over here. What if we sneak up on him by going a different way?
Well, I mean, they probably heard me.
Or smell you?
We're not the best at sneaking on the whole.
No, you are not.
Pink glitter is not a stealthy color.
As he says that, the prestidigitation that he baked into his robes causes a flash of literal flashing glitter.
Oh yeah, it does that like all the time.
Yeah, on about a 30-second interval.
Oh my
So
goodness.
as the party's debating which way to go, Vic just takes out a coin and he flips it. He's like, "All right, this door it is."
Wait, are you Two-Face?
Oh, God.
No, he's Harvey.
Yeah, Vic just looks confused at the two of them, having no idea what they're talking about.
Is this some
Comet
sort of wizard
surprised
thing?
that.
All right.
Comet just
Check.
surprised that Ron got the reference.
I'm gonna check the door for traps.
The one you're standing in front of.
Yes, 17.
17? You don't see any of the traps. This one's more of the standard wooden pattern. You don't see any rivets in it. It's just banded standard catch.
All right, I'll try to open it as quietly as I can.
Roll
Yeah.
stealth.
All right, 23 thanks to reliable tone.
23. The door clicks ever so silently and swings open, revealing a dimly lit area and an Umber Hulk and stacks upon stacks upon stacks of cannonballs. The Umber Hulk, as you watch, he's picking up cannonballs from a rather disheveled pile at the very end and moving them to a more organized pile.
Okay. It doesn't seem to have noticed, I assume.
Doesn't seem to have noticed you.
All right, I look at the others. I'm like, and I just sort of point in its direction and raise my eyebrows questioningly.
I'm a simple man. I poke my head inside. I see cannonballs, and I look to see if there's a giant powder keg.
Okay. can you guys take and show me the most extreme angle of your viewing with the measurement arrow, please?
Well, we don't know where the room is.
Well, no, like up against the corner of the door frame. Like don't exceed the corner of the door frame.
Like this-ish.
All right. So I'm going to do a polygon reveal here. Okay.
Yeah, and then obviously Iran can see farther to the north, and I can see farther to the south than he can.
Right.
So actually, yeah, let's do that.
There you go. Well, I fucked that all up.
Ooh, powder kegs.
Oh, fuck this. Reveal area.
Yeah.
Ta-da! So you see 2 rows of cannons, and between the southerly row of those cannons are 4 powder kegs about 8 feet tall and 6 feet wide, more or less, as far as you can tell. The Umber Hulk is just mild-mannerly stacking cannonballs. Give me a perception check.
20 due to reliable talent.
20 due to reliable talent. Aran?
18.
Alright, so you guys are just kind of observing this creature, you know, going about its tasks for a time being. And you see that its outer chitin is scarred. Looks like lash marks. You see old healed wounds in the joints where its softer flesh is exposed. And one eye is not the bright brass color that you're normally accustomed to with Umber Hulks. It's very dull. It looks as though it's been damaged.
Mm. Should we just leave?
But explosions.
All right. Vic just backs
But
off.
then again, it looks kind of hurt. I feel kind of bad.
Yeah, it's like kicking a puppy.
So,
A giant menacing puppy.
Aran, how much do you know about magical creatures? Like, what does your school allow you in that way, in the way of that knowledge?
My school or my backstory?
Well, either or both.
I've read a lot of fairy tale books in the sitting around in the courts. So that's about it.
Okay. Give me history. A history check,
okay.
please.
Do that.
25. Okay. So, strictly speaking, your counterparts in the Winter Court, with you being a Seelie Fae, your opposites are the Unseelie, and they are the progenitors of the Drow. And you know that Umber Hulks are commonly kept by the Unseelie and the Drow as slaves, and it's very rare to see an old Umber Hulk. But what you're seeing before you is exactly how elderly Umber Hulks are described. What you also know is that generally they don't make it to old age, because the longer they live, the more bitter they get towards their captors. They grow smarter and more ill-tempered until eventually they rebel. And as such, in this unseelie court, they are executed before they become 80 years old.
Mm-hmm. These guys weren't that smart about it.
No, they were not. You get the sense that this guy was put on menial tasks to keep him because he may have had an outburst at some point, but he has been put to a menial task to keep him complacent.
I elbow Vic and go, hey, try talking to it.
Well, Vic
Looks
already
friendly.
Vic already moved back, but you can kind of
Yeah, so you elbow empty air and then look over and he's not there anymore.
I am watching around, so I'll be like, "What is it?" And I'll leave Reed there.
All right.
And just,
Yeah, I go,
what is it?
try talking to it. It looks friendly. Sort of. I mean, it looks like it's more unfriendly to the people that aren't up. If you know what I mean.
Okay. Yeah. So I'll kind of call out to it. Like, hi. Do you understand me?
So you call out to it and it stops what it's doing and it straightens up to its full height. And you can see that it's a good 1.5 feet taller than any of the already substantially large Umber Hulks that you've faced thus far, and it turns its milky eye towards you. Who comes?
We're at war with what looks like the ones who put you here, and it seems like you don't exactly want to work for them willingly. So
It turns and faces the door now, but it's careful not to look directly at you. It's very aware of its own ability.
Alright.
And it takes a lumbering step forward. You kill the slithering ones.
that's right.
You have
Also-
no trouble from me.
It's good to hear. And yeah, I am going to ask. Will you help us defeat them? Are you able to fight, or?
My fighting days are long gone.
I see.
Would you happen to know where the prisons are?
Hmm.
Where the divine magic people are kept?
The prisons and the labs are below.
The prisons and labs are below. What labs
No.
do you mean?
The lanky captain takes from them what they will not give. Takes into self. You guys are looking at him and he's speaking, and every time he intakes to speak the common tongue, you can see that he has to manipulate his mandibles in such a way that causes him physical pain to form the words.
Okay. All right. I'll ask. What will you do once we? Well, I guess once we leave this part of the ship, where will you go? What will you do?
Cannot fly. I suppose I will continue to move cannonballs until I die.
Well, I mean, if you'd like a bit of a change of pace, we have some cannons on our ship. They'd be different cannonballs, at least. Or you could do some other things. Cannonballs, they're not the best kind of balls, to be honest.
Oh my gosh.
Vic's just on the face pause. And he says, if you'd rather not work for us, we can probably just drop you off wherever you'd like.
You would liberate me.
Vic nods, and then he realizes that the Overhawk's looking off to the side. He says, "Yes, we've been through our own share of troubles, and you seem like a decent sort."
I will go. I will go with you.
All right.
Just go over there and wait by the ship. You probably don't want to get on. I think the Maya's on the ship, and she could be a bit trigger happy with the fireballs around unknown people of the buggy persuasion.
Does Maya hate bugs?
Probably, but we've met bugs before. But yeah, probably wait. In the nearby general area. Don't actually go on the ship before we warn them.
I will wait in the nest.
That would be for the best. We do have to destroy this thing.
The rhinos can keep you company.
By the way, the slithering one's horde. And he stops to readjust his mandibles a little bit, like he has to reach up and stretch them so he can continue to speak. The slithering one's horde is in the room next to us.
The one to the north? Or I guess not north, but yeah, I just point in that direction. The one in that direction.
He nods. This is one of the chests makes good conversation.
It's a mimic. Isn't it?
It is old like me and tired.
So will it attack us? Will it, remain calm if we kind of talk with it?
That
makes good
depends
conversation.
on you.
All right. Good to know. We appreciate the warning.
I go now.
All right.
And he begins to wander off through the south, and you hear the screech of an iron hinge and the slam of a door.
Okay.
And
Be careful of the rhinos. They're not dangerous.
He might be pissed when he finds all the smashed egg.
I know. I was gonna say something, but I didn't think that I should.
I mean, one thing.
It's a problem for later.
He might.
Yep. Well, once he's out of the way, I'm firebolting the powder kegs.
Well, I'm going to back off.
Yeah.
Okay. Just going to clarify this here. You just found out that the prison level where your allies are being kept is below you.
Yeah, you should probably.
And you want to firebolt
You
an
want
8x5
blow
powder keg.
Yeah, I'm going to suggest wait on the firebolt.
That's a fair
Wait to blow
point.
up the ship until we're leaving.
Fine, but on the way out, we're coming through this room.
Okay.
It'll save us a trip. Like we could just bust a hole in the floor now and just hop down
you
there.
can go straight down to
might kill all the prisoners.
She's a demigod. She can survive that.
And
Well,
all of
I-
Cephalian's
What about all the
crew.
gremlins?
Yeah.
That well, no, they're somewhere else.
No,
They're in the
not
prison
all of them.
below.
I suppose.
All right. Let's just hold off on that before you kill somebody with plot armor. I've never seen anybody manage that one before. Fuck. You fire
What are we
happy.
doing? Are we gonna go talk to that old mimic, or
Of course, we're talking to the old mimic. I'm sure he keeps great care of clothes. He might even be able to restore those chimera leather boots.
do you think his name is Reginald?
Just in case,
No.
I'll check the
It's
door
probably
here.
Boxy morning wood or something like that.
That door is not trapped. And
Alright.
since you know about him, I'm going to reveal him.
Okay.
Objects. Alright, that door's not trapped, it's not locked.
Alright, open it.
Alright, you open that door. And look at that. It is a 90-degree turn.
Wow.
Ferelia, you can see another one of the iron riveted doors from your vantage point.
How about we try to go around the other one?
Hey, why didn't we ask our friend to stay around to open all the doors first?
I mean,
Mm.
I don't know. But I did see an opening to in that direction from the other room.
You did.
So I'm gonna suggest. How about we try and go around that way?
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and just reveal them.
Ron gets a little twitchy fingered around the powder keg, but manages to restrain himself.
All right. So Vic, what you
By the
see,
way,
whoops, sorry, I bumped the mic. So what you see are 4 large treasure chests of different make. The one directly in front of you is about 15 feet wide. The other one's slightly smaller in the center, and you see off next to the iron door is a what appears to be a banded iron chest, but upon closer inspection you see beads of perspiration on the outside of it. Directly west of you is what looks like it was once a standard wooden chest with a round top, but the top has been smashed in, and the floor in front of that chest is cracked in a circular pattern and depressed slightly in elevation in relevance to the rest of the floor around it.
Okay. So I guess I'll call out in I guess common. I'll call out I guess I'll say your friend the Umberhulk in the room next door. He told us you were a good conversationalist. Would you be willing to talk with us?
So there's a twitch in the chest, and it swings. Damn it, wrong thing. And it like scoots forward and swings around to face you, and you see 2 yellow eyes pop out above the locking mechanism. And it's the lid opens slightly and reveals just the ever so slight hint of pointed teeth. And it says, "The common tongue. Interesting."
Indeed.
Not really. It's quite
Well-
common, actually.
Well, probably not that common here though.
I've not heard such speak in an age.
When was the last time you heard it?
Well, probably 2-3 300 years.
Oh.
Wow, you're old.
Exceedingly
Comment.
so.
Is there any help you can provide us?
Perhaps.
And I will also, I'm gonna, since I virtually never use it, I'm gonna use Panache to try and charm this. So I make a persuasion check contested by its insight check, and if it's not hostile to me, which I guess it's not, it's charmed by me for 1 minute and regards me as a friendly acquaintance.
Okay. It's what versus what? Wisdom?
Insight. So yeah, wisdom.
So wisdom. Okay. Excuse me, sorry. 24 against 15. You win.
All right. So it sees me as a friendly acquaintance.
I like you, small one. Come
Thank you.
closer.
Don't do it, Vic.
I have a deal for you.
All right. I'll come a little closer. What sort of deal?
Well, and it begins to do this awkward hop thing closer to you. As Tunk, you can see, Tunk, I don't Tunk, have very much Tunk, mobility.
I see that. Yes.
I want out of this pestilent, pus-riddled snake pit.
Oh, we got rid of the snakes.
And the spiders.
What
Most of them.
What will you do once you're out of here?
Well, just a quick call out, Taco Hala. Thank you for the host and thank you for the follow. Really appreciate that, man. Says, well, in return for my liberation, I have the ability to take on certain forms, none of which have legs.
That makes sense.
But it's something that I would like to discuss with you, given the specifics of what I have the ability to do. But I feel
think
that
the
this
mar-
is not the time or the place.
I mean, if we're going to get you to your friend, how are we going to get you across the hole?
The hole.
And
And it looks at it like it opens a couple extra eyes on that side where you are to look at you.
The
good point.
yogis, they made a hole.
Yeah. It's totally them.
Well,
Mimics are supposed to be sticky, right? Can you stick to the wall?
Were
Yeah,
you like a
maybe not.
spider? Can you just like swing yourself?
Yeah,
I
it's about 10 feet.
can manage, I think. Possibly. If you find me in the hole, you have to get me out, though. It's not a
Fair.
dignified way for an ancient being such as myself to die.
That's fair. That's
We
fair.
can do that.
We're getting a lot of old friends recently. I like this.
Are we in agreement?
Perfect agreement. I could use a new armor.
Yeah, I do,
It narrows
I'll
its
make
eyes at you, Ron.
I'll make an insight check to see if it's being honest about this deal, even though, out of character, I kind of know. 20 on insight thanks to reliable time.
As far as you can tell, it is with the venom that it spat the words that it referred to this place as, it wants out, and it wants out bad.
Okay. I say we have a deal, and I initially go to extend my hand towards it, then I just think better of it. I'm like,
So as you extend your hand, its tongue rolls out and wraps around your hand and shakes your hand and then lets go, and you're left with this sticky, slimy pseudopod goop on your hand.
"Ugh."
Done
So
deal.
shake. Okay. I just kind of try and shake it off and like rub it off on my clothes. All right.
Ka-dunk. 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 Damn, I can't go that way. Ka-dunk. 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 Excuse me.
All right. Yeah.
Oh, right. Run away.
You just kind of move out of the way here.
All right. So you guys clear a path, and it katunks all the way out into the chamber, eventually moving out of earshot where you can't hear it anymore.
Right. Well, now on to the real chests.
Yes. I do kind of, look at them a little bit closely just to make sure they don't have the beads of sweat or any other signs of being a mimic either.
Okay.
Or
So
rivets all over them.
yeah, no, they're not riveted, and they do not have beads of sweat near as you can tell. You reach out and you poke one, it doesn't do anything.
Okay.
It is locked, though. This one has an internal locking mechanism, and a fairly complex one by the look of it.
Okay. So if it doesn't have any traps, I will, or at least any traps that I can see, I will try and pick the lock.
All right, go ahead and roll that Thieves' Tool check.
23.
23. So you tinker and pick and poke, and eventually you hit the right combination with the tumblers, and the latch clicks free.
Okay. I open.
All right, you open it, and inside are rolls upon rolls upon rolls of parchment.
Oh. Can I look at the parchment or?
Mhm.
All right, look at it. See if I can figure out what it is.
You unroll the first one that you grab, and it looks to be a spell scroll of some kind. What languages do you speak?
Let's see. I speak Common, Halfling, Infernal, Gith, and Dwarvish.
Okay. You can't make out the language on the scroll. You can't tell exactly what it is, but you do.
Hand it to Ron.
Okay. You do recognize the arcane imagery, though, of a spell scroll.
Okay.
Good bet for spell scrolls.
I hand it to Ron and I continue looking through. Are there, what else? What are the other things? Are they all seemingly spell scrolls? Is there anything
They
else
all
in the
seem to be spell scrolls.
Aw, so there's
All right.
not even one that's like the entirety of the B script on it? Like a meme?
No.
Meme scrolls?
No, there's no meme scrolls.
Aw.
Okay, so Whiskey Hollow is the meme capital of Runia. They have a gallery in their upper castle dedicated to memes. It's a
I
thing.
did not know that.
Yes.
Yo, that's a sweet Pepe.
Oh god.
All right.
Yeah, I'm just like, Ron, I'm just like, Ron, you take a look at these, and I just moved into that chest.
All right,
I'll
Oron.
just take all of them.
All right, so
Are they Sylvan, Elven, or Draconic?
No, they're not.
I'll read them tomorrow.
Okay.
Ooh, what are all these?
So you can add. Hold on a second. You can add 22 unknown spell scrolls to your inventory.
Oh.
This is a big chest, and it is full of nothing but scrolls.
22, you said?
Crazy, yo.
Yes.
Sweet.
Like, who has that much time to write all this?
Yeah, it didn't take that big beast for much of a spellcaster, but I guess.
Yeah, you thought it would have thrown something at us.
I mean, it did throw things at us. It threw with young at us.
Through hatchlings at you.
I don't count bile as throwing. It's more like throwing up. Oh.
All right, Vic, are you approaching the other chest?
Yeah.
All right. So this too does not look to be perspiring in any way. You poke it, it doesn't twitch. It's a regular chest.
Okay. I'll look over it for traps as well.
Okay, investigation.
17 is a reliable talent.
17. You do not find any traps. It is
Okay.
locked with a heavy. You know what? You're not sure what this metal is, unless you have specific smith knowledge.
Nope.
Okay.
Unfortunately, that doesn't come with the belt of dwarven kind.
Okay.
All right, I'll try
But
and pick the lock.
the metal of the lock, while mostly a dark gray color, is kind of marbled with these greenish veins that would look almost like copper oxidation, except it shines.
Okay, I'll be intrigued, and I'll also pick the lock. 27.
27. DC was 25.
Nice.
So you manage to click through the tumblers, and as you're working on it, this is a design that you're not really familiar with. It has 4 stages of tumblers on all 4 sides of the lock, and would require a very specific key, but your masterful use of the thieves' tools allow you to unlock it, and the heavy padlock clicks open.
Okay, I will open it.
All right, you open the chest and are greeted with the multifaceted, multi-hued glow of the light reflected by gemstones.
Okay.
Ooh, pretty.
Yeah, I'll pick them up, kind of hand them out.
This is going to take you a little bit. There's a lot of them.
Okay.
Oran
No.
hand twitches towards his bedazzler.
Okay.
Yeah, so you have a disbursement of diamonds, rubies, emeralds, sapphires, the primary gems, topaz, amethyst. All are included in this chest. Vic, I'm going to retcon and say you have the bag of holding with you.
Sure.
And you can load these gems into the bag of holding. And we will dole those out behind the scenes later.
Okay.
Are there any diamonds?
There are. Big ones, small ones, some as big as your head.
Some as big as your head.
Uh-huh. I went there.
All right.
I
And
want
then-
to check out this wooden one. I like the broken one.
Okay. Go ahead and roll an investigation check.
Oh, I got in at 20. 25.
All right. Hang on a second. You are looking over this chest and just kind of going over it and admiring the wood grain. And I think this is the right book. And in your inspection of this chest, you feel a small raised protrusion in the back of the wood, and you press on it, and there's a click, and the
Ooh.
bottom of the chest lifts up slightly.
And then I lift it up more.
All right. You lift it up
What's on it?
more and are slightly disappointed at what you see until the realization of what you're looking at sets in on you. What you see looks like a pile of dried out leaves. And then you look and realize that these leaves are actually interwoven and interlocked and fastened together. And the closer you look, the more the shape of what you're looking at resolves itself into a set of armor.
Ooh, that's fancy.
Whoa.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull it out.
All right. So you pull it out, and it looks as though it's in 3 pieces: a chest plate, a helmet, and a set of greaves. Having trouble finding it, but you are almost, can't think of the word. You feel the thrum of ancient power in your hands as you hold this item.
Ooh.
Does it look familiar to me?
Comet?
Yeah.
Roll a history at disadvantage because you didn't pay attention in fucking class.
When it came to ancient armor.
One second. I've got to get into my travel bag
Alright.
and get... Oh, okay, never mind. No, I don't. That can wait. So you're dimly aware of something that the Archdruid droned on and on and on about that had to do with leaves.
I don't know what that is exactly, but I remember my master telling me it was important or cool.
Oh, that is really helpful, Carl. Thank you so much for your insight.
I mean, it's still good insight.
No, I
If-
wasn't being sarcastic.
Oh,
Super helpful.
I mean, I still just, Master Bellavorn, and he's a big guy.
If you want to take 10 minutes, I can identify it. But we're on a bit of a time crunch here, I suppose.
Well, I mean, it
Well-
hasn't slowed you down this far.
Can I just put it on and maybe we can figure out what it is later? Or I guess we'll figure it
Just-
out now if
I
it
mean,
kills me.
on the
it kills me.
way.
Yeah, it's like,
In
Toss it on.
okay, so you can go ahead and put it on, and as you slide the helmet onto your head, the leaves burst out of their armor pattern and begin to swirl around you, and they begin to place themselves on your skin, and they place themselves in a patchwork at first, and then they begin to overlay and interlock, and they cover your entire body.
Oh, that sounds pretty.
And after a moment of the swirling, rustling of leaves, the ethereal wind settles, and before you guys, you see Ferelia standing in a suit of majestic yet strange armor, and from her head, what appears to be antlers have formed. They look like they come out of her skull and not the helm itself. But she looks regal and mighty in this armor. And on that note, guys, we're going to take a quick break because I have to get the stat block out for this now. And
problem.
everybody take a break, get something to drink, go to the bathroom, get a snack. We'll be back in about 5 minutes. Back to the main play screen. Everybody, we are back. So for the intervening time, we have convened and decided that Iran is going to spend 10 minutes casting Identify as a ritual. And for the sake of everyone on stream, I'm going to read the stat block out. Now, this comes from the Magic Item Compendium from 3.5. The stats are going to have to be converted, and I'm going to do that in back of house. But I'm going to go ahead and read this off. The Armor of Fallen Leaves. Relic. A riot of red and yellow and orange leaves has been sewn together into a rigid suit of armor resembling a breastplate. Because it is non-metallic, wearing this armor does not violate a druid's spiritual oaths, though it has the durability of steel. If you have established a proper divine connection, once per day you can use the leaves of armor to turn brown and scatter on the breeze. During this process, you merge with the fallen leaves and disappear. Though the leaves appear to flutter near the ground, they are actually under your disembodied control. While in this state, you can move and interact with your environment as if you were under the effect of gaseous form. This effect lasts for up to 30 minutes or until you use an action to end it. Let's see. And there are some other things here that I'm going to add to it because it's a relic and it needs to be badass. The first suit of armor of fallen leaves was sewn together by Elahana and presented as a gift to Obad High. That is the Forgotten Realms lore for this, if anybody is interested. But that is the item, and for now I will tell you as that it functions as a +3 suit of half plate.
Armor.
So for really, it just got real badass real quick.
So half plate is the best medium armor with 15 plus Dex mod max 2, and it's +3 on top of that.
Except this counts as light armor. It's
Okay.
leaves.
Yeah,
Oh.
but still the AC calculation is 15 plus Dex
Right.
max 2 plus 3. Yeah.
So 15 plus Dex is 20 plus 3 is 23.
Unless you've taken dex damage.
Well, yeah, but we could heal that eventually.
I mean,
Eventually.
yeah. Her Dex is probably above 2 anyway, so Dex mod is probably above 2 anyway, so even with Dex damage,
hey,
probably not
yeah.
lower than that.
Right.
we have the diamonds. I could use those.
But do you really want to use those spell slots now?
Yeah, not now, but eventually.
So, can you tell me how that would affect my armor class again?
Essentially, it's 15 plus your dexterity plus 3.
Yeah. So if you go to the Roll20 compendium and you drag what is it? Half plate.
Yeah.
So if you search for half plate, you'll see like half plate, and then you'll see half plate armor +1, +2, +3. So you can just drag the +3 onto there, and then maybe note what or change the name to fit what it's called. Yeah.
So I will get you a stat block built for this once it has been completely, identified and you have attuned to it. It is an attunement item. Yeah. Right now you're wearing it as a +3 half plate. Yeah. Okay, you're not going to have time to attune to this right now.
Yeah, that's fair. I get that.
So, in the meantime, now all that was meta knowledge that I read off, and y'all don't know shit about that. Not until you research it.
Exactly.
So, you've identified it. You've identified it as what it is.
Okay.
But the magic is strong enough that you're only going to learn of its true abilities through attunement. It is strong, old magic. It's older than Iran. And Iran's like 400 years old. It is a relic. It's a relic.
Yeah.
So.
Mm-hmm.
But for now,
it's
you
also
get
very colorful, so
yes.
Iran approves.
So you get the armor bonus that it offers. And you may, at some point, trigger an extraordinary circumstance that allows you to use its ability. but it has to be an extraordinary circumstance.
Okay.
So right now, you're just looking regal as fuck in some leaf armor.
Awesome. That's the most important part to me, actually. And
That's good.
Did you just like become queen of the forest? Like what did you do?
I don't know, but I really like it.
I'll assume Faye actually did this while I was poking through the gems. So I just hear like swirling leaves behind me, and I turn and look to see her suddenly have antlers and in sweet armor. Like what just happened?
Ferelia found some leaves that Master Belleroy told me about once, and she just put it on.
So
and now
what,
she looks like this.
Vic's just sort of squinting at them. Is it like, sure, okay.
So, Aran, what you do know is that this is a divine relic, and that it is the armor of fallen leaves, and it is exceedingly powerful. That is the extent of the power of your identify spell.
Yep. I tell them what I know and that it's very pretty. It's good colors. It's a little on the naturey side, but not enough pink, but good fashion overall.
I'm kind of like in awe of what I'm wearing. Like, I
You should
almost feel
be.
like I shouldn't even be wearing it, but I'll still wear it.
I'll have to ask Farrellin about it when we get back.
Yeah.
But we should move. We still need to find the prisoners. I don't like what the Umbra Hulk said. If the captain is taking divine power, this isn't good.
Yes, we should get a move on.
Mm-hmm. Let's go.
All
right.
Move.
So downstairs we go.
How do we get to the downstairs?
Well, you have to find the
gotta
stairs.
continue looking.
No idea.
Now, there's actually a few routes that you could go to get there.
We know one way to go down.
Preferably some way that won't kill the people we're trying to save.
All right.
Okay, so there are precisely 4 routes that you can take down. Each present their own challenges. All right. This is another iron rivet door. Hello?
Which is another Iron River?
The one right in front of Tiberius. I assume that's why you sent him down there.
Yeah. All right. Well, just go around that one.
You're fucking scared of those iron rivet doors, aren't you?
They did 19d8. Anyone's scared.
I'm still picking the spikes out of my clothes.
So anybody that's joined us after the break, Vic botched a lockpick and triggered an overall trap on the door and got perforated. So that's a thing that happened. Right after, mind you, he used a lot of healing to get himself back up after the boss fight.
I mean, I didn't really use much healing at all. It's just, I hadn't lost that much health, or at least after any healing that had been given during the boss fight.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell Tommy and Rebecca to try and jump the gap and keep the other old folks company.
I do point the door out over here.
Okay. So these appear to be wooden doors from a distance. Tommy and Rebecca are they're gonna do rhino things. If you want them to try and jump the gap, do a long jump roll for them.
Let's see. What is their strength is 21, so I think with a running start, they can make it 20 feet.
Okay. So, all right. Still give me an athletics check, though.
Yeah, because the door.
Uh huh. They have to get up enough momentum to carry themselves through that gap.
All right.
So Rebecca leads the charge. And she's stuck.
No, Rebecca. Oh no. Tommy, try and push her.
God.
Oh, no.
Fuck.
I feel like that's going to result in Tommy falling in.
Tommy lines up. Roll an athletics check.
Come on, Tommy.
We can't even see them.
I mean, add it to GM.
24. All right. So Tommy spikes Rebecca in the ass with his horn. And it's enough of an impact and a shock because of the pain that she squeezes through, but Tommy falls in the hole.
Tommy!
That's sad to watch.
Tommy!
He was there when he went down.
He's 5 feet down. He just can't get back up. Like, the top of his back is even with the top of the hole. He didn't fall far enough to hurt himself.
I'm just hugging his back. Tommy, speak to me.
Okay, so the rest of you hear the rhino go, and Comet, you hear, fuck off.
No, Tommy. I thought this would work.
Vex just face bombing at the other end of the room.
Tommy is no longer speaking to you.
Tommy!
God.
He's breathing heavily, angrily, but he's not speaking to you anymore.
God damn it.
Vic just whistles to Comet. He's like, come on, man.
No, I have to do this for Tom.
Where did Oran go? Oran, what are you doing up there?
Well, I think he just didn't move.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
There. Now you're with the rest of everyone.
Okay.
Watching this display.
It's like a train wreck.
I'm gonna upcast polymorph.
Dude, they're gonna... Okay. Alright, fine.
Well, I mean, it's Tommy. I have to get him out.
Oh
Okay.
my gosh.
Ooh.
Okay, I'm upcasting polymorph.
All right. While these shenanigans are going on, I'm just gonna have Tiberius land on this wall and try and sense anything, on the other side somewhere.
I'm gonna make Tommy a rat.
Tommy is now a rat. And he scrabbles up
And
the
then I'm
side of the
gonna
hole.
No. You did it, Tommy. I'm sorry.
He just looks at you with his narrow rat eyes and walks into the Umberhulk nest room.
I'm gonna dispel polymorph so he's a rhino again.
He's now stuck in the entryway of the nest room. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Let's move along because we'll be here for the rest of the session if this fucking shit keeps up.
So Tiberius is, landing and trying to sense tremors.
He does not sense any tremors.
All right. Yeah. And is one of these doors open since the Umberhulk went through?
Yeah. This one.
Was he raised in a barn? He doesn't close the door after himself?
I mean, you don't know.
This isn't really his house. More of his prison.
That's true. That's fair.
So the upper door is open.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna go through that one. And,
Okay.
Go over here.
All right. As you walk by, you notice that the catch latch on the iron door is actually undone. You could have totally walked through that.
Okay, that's fine. I'm not gonna do that.
Right?
You think we would remember that? The Umber Hulk did walk through there.
Yep. All right, so
Yeah.
ahead of you, you see a set of steps leading up.
Up, you say.
Up, I say.
And the Umber Hulk said the other area was down.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna say, we could go this way, but it doesn't seem to lead down.
Everybody
So,
give me a perception check.
perception. 20. Reliable talent.
Perception is my middle name. Comet Perception Coswick.
It's a weird middle name, I'll be honest.
Holy shit.
Well, actually, I have advantage. Hold on.
Fucking
Yeah,
really?
30.
Yeah, plus 16 perception.
You don't remember when I trained to try and find the blackest of ships and the blackest of skies?
I see.
All right.
I made like 10 perception checks.
Faye and Comet, you two feel a tremor. And it's not like a footstep tremor. You feel it in the floor. Faye, you're kind of leaning up against the wall. You feel it in the wall, and you feel it in your chests. Just a concussion of force just ripples through you. And it came from the west side of where you are, where your ship is docked on the outside. It came from that direction. It's a very powerful wave.
Okay. Does Crystal have a sending stone? I feel like we got one.
Yeah, probably at this point she does.
Okay. Can we just check in on her? Or I guess Faye will probably check in on her since Faye here. And comment.
Or comment if you want to take this one. I don't know how well you and Crystal get along.
At this point, Comet has probably forgotten the the sending stone again, but you know, whatever.
Well, I mean, he's holding around his neck. Captain. He just he yells it because he's not he doesn't remember the stone is there, but he's like he feels the rumbling, so he's like, Captain.
And Vic's gonna try and move the sending stone away from him, or is he just yelling without just holding it?
I would imagine that he's got his hand on his chest and is holding it just right under his mouth, just clutched.
Yeah. Vic's just gonna gently try and pull it away from his mouth. He's like, "You don't need to yell."
So you yell, "Captain!" into the sending stone, and a really irritated voice comes back. It's, "What the fuck do you want?"
Are you okay? We heard a rumbling noise. I worry for you. Did you eat lunch?
Comment focus.
Oh, wait, yeah.
There's a period of silence from the other side of the connection. And she says, "I'm fine. The naval engagement is growing closer. You need to speed this up."
All right. Let's get moving. So
alrighty then.
Yeah, so this staircase doesn't seem to be the way to go. So I assume we'll
all in favor of the fast and explosive way down?
Not yet.
No. By the way, Captain, goodbye. I love you. Stay safe.
Oh God.
You're fucking weird.
If you see a mimic and an Umber Hulk, don't worry, they're friendly.
You want to run that by me again?
Or I can go silent.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Is there any way to get past this gore pile down here? That anybody can think of.
Just try and
it's
clear
simple,
it out.
Faurelia. You walk through it.
Stop.
Oh my goodness.
Stop. Stop.
Oh.
All right. So this is a dumb thing that's happening right now. Give me a charisma check.
Who, me?
I didn't fucking think you guys were gonna do this, so I didn't open the stat sheet.
Oh my god.
I wasn't gonna go there. I already knew there was something down there, and I told everyone there's something down there.
Hang on, I gotta find it. Where are you?
Charisma check.
Yep. I have to find the
Check or
sheet.
save.
Or save, sorry. I have to find the friggin' sheet. Hang on.
7.
Yeah, so something bad happens to you. There it is.
Something bad. We'll figure out what it is.
Alright. Let me read this real quick. Alright, fuck. I knew this was gonna end up happening. Is your sheet completely filled out, Comet?
Yeah.
Okay. Hang on a second. Did we reorganize this? No, we did not. Where the fuck is Comet? There it is. Alright. About. So you take a step into the gore pile, and everything goes blank.
Comment, are you okay?
Faye, you don't notice anything other than he just stops moving.
Everything's totally fine, clearly.
And
Comet?
you see Comet cock his head to the side. And Comet, you kind of wake up a little bit. And you think to yourself, man, that was weird. And you turn around to face Aurelia. And I'm looking through your sheet right now. Just a second. What's the highest level spell slot you have left? 7?
Oh
7?
shit.
Yeah, I have a feeling I know what it is because we've fought these things before. It was in the Nalatis, I believe.
Was.
Yep.
Where is it on your sheet?
There's only one 7th level spell I can cast, though.
Uh-huh, I see that.
Firestorm.
I see that.
I'm so concerned right now.
You should be.
Indeed. You should be.
Because the last time these guys encountered what this is, they were level 8. And couldn't really fuck each other up that bad. Now... Well... Yeah. So, I'm not entirely sure what Firestorm does.
It's in a range of 150 feet. I select 10 squares of 10 feet that can all connect to each other.
Oh,
It does 7d10 fire damage, a half on a dex save.
good thing.
Alright. You select 10 squares that connect to each other, you said?
Yep.
10 10-foot cubes connected to each other.
Okay, so I can hit everybody.
Level 4 counter spell.
Alright.
Level 4 counter spell.
Yeah, it
Oh,
has
what-
verbal and somatic components, so yeah.
Alright, so
He's
as
counting something at us, and
So you have to...
Aron, you notice.
Yeah.
You notice, because you're watching him try and navigate this gore pile, if you'd been looking anywhere else, I would have made you roll to see this. But you've been focused on him and his antics, and I'll let this slide. But
Fair
you
enough.
see him stop And he turns around and says, well, that was weird. And he takes a step forward and raises his hand and says, what is happening? And he begins to cast. Now, correct me on, or enlighten me again on how counterspell works.
So if he so it's Firestorm is a 7th level spell. If Aran casts it at 4th level, he has to make a spell casting ability check. So what is it, intelligence, because you're a wizard.
And it has to bypass the DC.
It's a DC 17.
DC 17. Yeah.
Yeah. So intelligence.
Nice.
There we go.
So it works. Well, it counterspells it.
All right.
I want to slap him too. Jeez.
You would get an attack of opportunity.
I'll take it. I don't care.
All
I'm
right.
angry.
All right, so that's a thing.
What was that?
You have no memory of casting the spell. You just have a memory of your hand beginning to raise. And I guess Faye, roll your melee attack for attack of opportunity.
Do I just roll strength?
If it's an unarmed strike, then it's it's D20 plus strength mod plus your your proficiency bonus.
Proficiency?
Yeah. So it's basically a strength weapon attack.
Yep.
I don't know what I did. Hold on.
I don't know. It's hard.
Okay, so 17.
17, does that hit your AC?
Doesn't have
It has to be more.
No.
Well, it has to be. Well, actually, it doesn't have to be more. But your proficiency bonus is +5, so it's at least 20.
Do I have proficiency with an
Yeah.
unarmed strike?
Yeah. Everyone's
Yeah,
proficient
all
with their unarmed strikes.
All right.
Oh, okay.
So 20 does
20.
hit. And because I'm now looking at your sheet because I have it pulled up and I'm an idiot. So you go from what's happening to Ferilia's fist colliding with your nose. And that does a set amount of damage, I think.
It's 1 plus your strength mod.
Yeah.
which is already halved because I'm half werewolf.
Right.
Yeah, it's 2.
All right. So you take 1 point of bludgeoning damage, and a slight stream of blood begins to trickle from your nose as Ferilia punches you in the face.
Ow. What was that about?
What was that
You-
about?
You just started casting some sort of spell at us.
That slot is
High
gone, by
level.
the way.
Hmm?
That slot is gone, by the way.
Yeah. I already marked it off.
Okay.
Given that we've dealt with this sort of thing before, can I recognize what's going on?
Give me an
Okay.
intelligence check.
Okay. Ooh, 13.
13. You're pretty sure you know what's going on. You've got an inkling, but you're not 100%.
I'll be like, hey, I'm just thinking out of character if Aran was here with this. He was, yeah. Hey, Aran, do you remember that thing that happened outside the Temple of Inalathis? This seems oddly familiar.
This place is spider themed.
What happened?
What are you talking about?
I'll move.
Drinking his own blood.
I'll move up close and look for invisible threads.
You have true sight. You do see
Wait.
a faintly glowing thread attached to the back of Comet's skull that extends into the hallway beyond.
I have true sight. I would've saw this.
It's attached to the
I
back
had
of your
true sight
fucking
120
head.
feet. No, I meant before.
Well,
No.
you might have seen it right before it happened. But,
No, it
Yeah, true.
specifically says it has no memory
okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
of the event.
Okay, yeah. So he might have seen it, but when it happened, but he doesn't remember it anymore.
Right.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna pat him on the back. I'm sorry. You started doing this weird thing, and you scared me, and I panicked.
So you
Can I
punched
make an Arcana check or anything to try and sever the thread?
Go ahead and make an Arcana check. And then make a history check. Okay. So you reach out and you kind of inspect this. Your hand passes through the thread. It's intangible. And you think back to the last time you had to deal with something like this. And you remember that in order to sever the threads that kept Vic in an attack mode that almost killed you, you had to put up a wall of force that extended into another realm to sever the thread, the controlling thread. But at the moment, Comet is not being overtly aggressive. Once he had left the vicinity of the gore pile, his actions resumed normality.
Mm-hmm.
Do you?
But-
Okay, yeah. Okay. Go ahead. I guess I don't see the threads, so I don't know.
I'll explain it quietly to Vic and everyone.
Are you able to end that somehow?
Probably, but it would require a level 5 spell, and they could just do it again.
Well, probably worth it to, at least for now. It's up to you. I'm going to keep my distance from Comet in the meantime.
I mean, the thing is right around the corner, right?
Yeah.
We could just
if we
go kill it.
That'll do it, right?
Comet, why don't you go wait over in the corner there and just don't do anything.
Got it. I will. I'm gonna go over here, all the way over there, where Vic got stabbed a lot.
Okay.
I'm gonna lick my wounds, and just to be safe,
Yeah, do you have a
try-
casting focus or anything? Maybe put that down.
Okay, I'll just put the little mistletoe thing just aside.
Tiberius is just going to fly over and I guess pick it up. Just flies away.
Oh,
Really keep
wait,
an
no,
eye on him.
don't take it. Wait,
Hmm?
don't take it. Actually, wait, no, give it back. I have an idea.
No, don't give it back. He's back under the control of the thing.
Tiberius is going to fly out of reach. He's like, what's the idea?
I mean, when I turn into animals, I can't cast spells, and all of the things that I have go into me. So if I just become an animal that's really weak, I can't really do anything.
Okay.
We'll just hold on to this for now.
But
Comet,
doesn't
be a
take
good
it.
boy.
I'll give
no.
Hey,
I'll give it back to you when you're back to normal after these guys murder that thing. He says.
Okay, I'm just gonna sit here then. And he's just gonna turn into a. He's gonna turn into a rat.
All right. Okay. So, yeah, never mind. I was gonna say, if you hadn't turned Tommy back into a rhino, he was gonna come have a rat stare down with you from across the room.
No, I already said I dispelled it.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Well, if I don't have to bother with that, then. Okay. So you are Rete.
I am Ratty.
Ratty.
You know, like Ferngully song that Robin Williams sang? He's Batty. I'm Batty. Except he's Rete.
I'm
Aw.
Ratty Ramit Roswick.
Oh, I made myself sad.
I know, I'm still not over Robin Williams.
I forget that he's gone. It's really sad.
It is.
All right. I looked at the others. So are we gonna try that thing, or do we want to try and make our way around, or what?
I mean,
We
we fought the Grandmaster. Why not
probably-
fight this thing?
All right.
It's probably best to fight it, but I mean, we don't have. Well, I guess we have one or two.
I was agreeing with the plan to fight it. I was just like, are we going to try and go through this way, as Comet did, or?
I don't know what just happened because he touched that thing and then it all happened. Is whatever just happened related to that pile of gore right here?
Yeah,
might be.
Does
where exactly did you say the thing was?
He was standing right here. And
But,
from what Tiberius has
thing-
relayed, it
thing
was
was-
right in here somewhere.
yeah, last time at least.
Okay. I was thinking of just chucking a fireball around the corner, but I'd have to cast it at a level 4 or 5.
All right.
Yeah.
Do you have any? Sorry, does Iran with the true sight see anything like attached to the gore pile itself?
No. Nothing attached to the gore pile, just the thread trailing from around the corner up to Comet's head.
All right.
There is that other door
tiny
into that
rat
area.
head.
Do you guys want to bust through there and take it that way?
Sure.
Sure. Let's go that way then.
All right. I will. I'll have Tiberius just stay here to keep an eye on Comet, and
Okay.
I'll just tell Comet we're gonna go around that way. We'll be back for him.
All right.
Squeak, 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 squeak.
I'll just say okay, cool,
Okay.
and
Neat.
jump the gap.
All right. So you're back in the room where the altar is.
Okay.
You see a door that you've already opened and inspected and made safe, leading to a hallway which terminates into a wooden door.
All right. Yep.
Okay. Oh, I rolled the wrong thing. Alright. Vic, charisma save.
Oh boy. 20.
20. You feel something bounce off of the front of your head. You're not sure
Alright.
what it was.
I do warn the others. Like, I just tried to get inside my head. Pretty sure it failed.
Judging by this fact I don't have a giant hole in my stomach, probably yeah.
Yeah, to avoid shenanigans happening much further, I'm just gonna quickly, check for traps and then open
All
the
right.
door.
Investigation.
17 because the reliable tone.
All right. 17. There are no traps on the door.
All right, I'm just gonna
These
kick the
guys,
door
because
open.
all right, you kick the door open. A couple of things happen here. Hang on.
Yep.
Uh-oh. No. Wrong layer. There we go. Open layer. Alright, and let's see. You only have 10 feet of true sight. Nobody else has true sight. Okay. Alright, you kick the door open.
By the way, I do have that.
You have blind
Blind
sense.
For 10, so I know the location of any hidden or invisible creature within 10 feet.
Alright, so you kick the door open. And you step through. I was going to do it for you, but I can't because I'm in the wrong layer. There we go. And you step through. and you immediately, just on the edge of your blind sense, you get the impression of a creature hiding in plain sight under invisibility.
Okay.
And I need another charisma save.
Get out of my head.
Oh, it's not the same one.
Oh no.
Rip.
Mhm.
And I need a charisma save
Lovely.
from Reed.
How dare. He has a -1 to charisma, so.
Oh. All right. So, Vic, you step back through the door. And about the time he gets right here, Aran, you see a line coming from the back of Vic's head leading to the south part of the room, and a line from Reed's head leading towards the north part of the room.
Yeah, of course.
Initiative.
Oh boy.
Really wish this was a little bit more intuitive on what layer, how you could interact with the layers as a DM.
Yeah.
Okay. This one here. Go ahead and change to killers.
Dramatic music.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so that's everybody. Looks like. Except for Comet. Comet's waiting it out as a rat.
It's rat hours.
Alright. Let's put it in order. Descending. Aurelia, you... Oh no, Vic, you are up first. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yep. That's why when I rolled initiative, I was like,
All right.
I mean, it's a good thing. Don't have advantage, I guess.
Yeah. So, yeah, I was going
You're
to say...
going to move up here.
Yeah.
Aurelia
I guess because
is
Reed
unaware.
also failed to save, so
Mhm.
he's also controlled. All right.
What did you say?
You're unaware that Vic is under control. Now, I'm not entirely certain how to resolve this sneak attack thing.
Well, I guess they are both under the, like Vic
Basically,
and
Vic
Reed are both
always
under their
gets
control.
attack.
Yeah.
All right. You're going to roll on Aurelia, and Reed is going to roll on Aran.
Okay.
Go ahead and make your full round attacks.
All right. Yeah. So I'll just try blade. Oh, uncheck that. Ooh, 22.
Oh, that hits.
Okay.
Sure.
That's a Constitution save to you, Faye, as Vic
Oh, yeah,
reaches out.
What is phase AC now?
Yeah.
It's 20.
Okay. Well, all right.
Really?
Yeah,
So-
I took a bit of dex damage too.
So make the
DC
DC
15.
15 con.
Yep.
Nope.
All right, you have
Ooh.
a bleed. Every round you will tick for 1d6 bleed until you're healed by magical means.
So that's included in that. So 40 damage.
Take
And
40 damage.
all right, and that's my action. So I guess I also do, attack someone as my bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I guess I'll attack Ron with my vibra knife.
Okay. And you're going to need to roll a series of attacks for Reed as well.
Yeah. So 24.
Well, no, that obviously misses the wizard.
All right. Okay. So it's just the 6 piercing damage and then the 6 bleed.
All right, so 12 total damage.
Yeah.
And you are bleeding every round for a d8 until you are healed by any means.
Uh-huh.
All right. right.
Alright.
Yep. Okay, so that's me, and then Reed.
Reed's gonna attack Oran.
Yeah. So he didn't really move 20 feet forward, so it's just going to be one attack.
Mm-hmm.
7. I see misses.
Yeah, 7 will miss Oran. All right, Faye. Vic just rolled up on you on Reed and stabbed you badly with the tri-blade, and then stabbed Oran with the vibro knife, and Reed is trying to take chunks out of Oran's midsection.
Oh, okay. I have a question because I've never played Ranger, so I never had to use this before. How does hiding work? Because I can take hide as a bonus action, but he's standing like right in front
Yeah,
of me.
You have to break line of sight.
Yeah.
I have to get out of sight.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're seen, you can't be hidden.
Okay.
Yeah.
And if you move out of range, he gets an opportunity attack.
Right. Well, I guess I'm just gonna stab him with my short sword.
All right.
Okay.
Roll it. Comet, as far as you know, all you hear is the sounds of combat. Faint to your rat ears.
Yep, that hits. Actually, it's at disadvantage because I'm cloak. The 16, that misses.
Then I'll try again.
I believe in you. 17 also misses. Oh, wait, no, 17 hits. That's my AC.
All right, your cloak deactivates.
Yep.
Roll damage.
9.
Ow.
All right.
You have Colossus there.
This is
He's
true.
taking damage.
He has taken damage.
Oh, then it counts, right?
Yep.
He's not at full health.
Plus 7, so 16.
Okay.
Encyclo just pointed out something that is very true. Rangers can use
I don't think
disengage
they can.
as a bonus action. Can they not?
Nope. It's
Where-
only they can
Yeah.
dash as a bonus action. That's it.
Dash and
Okay.
hide as a bonus action at some point, but
Yeah.
not disengage.
I'd have to get
They're not
that.
quite rogues
Well,
yet.
hang on. Let me.
Yeah, I just looked it up.
Did you? Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna look it up too.
Because I've played like a high level-ish ranger, so they can hide as a bonus action at 14th level, and I think some subclasses at least can dash.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Why did the music stop? Stopping.
There was music.
Yeah. If you have the browser muted, you won't hear it. But... All right. Is that going to be it for you?
Yes.
All right. Next is something. What is
So
the
no
movement
save or
speed?
anything for Vic.
I'm looking. Just to be sure before we start
Yeah,
on here.
Yeah, I don't think there's a repeated save. Just a minute.
Yeah, no. There's no repeated save. Yeah. All right. So, what's the thing to get him to? It used to be space. Ruler waypoints.
It's right click now.
Okay.
Right click now.
Well, now I got to get this. Oh, for fuck's sake! Now the thing. There we go. All right. All right, Ron, you get the sense of something large moving towards you, and as it comes within the 10-foot radius of your true sight, a nightmarish, lanky arachnid appears before you and lashes out in your direction with a 23.
Yeah. So I'm a wizard. So
Yep. I need a charisma save from you. You're going to take 10 piercing damage.
natural 20.
Woo! All right, so you feel the connection trying to solidify itself in your flesh, and you throw it off with your force of will. You are now safe at the moment. And it's going to lash out in anger with its forward claws. I got a 17 on both of those rolls.
Yep, that'll still hit.
Alright. First is 10 slashing. Second is 14 slashing. So a grand total of 34 damage to you, sir.
Yeah, not looking so good.
Okay. Wouldn't that be a bitch? Make it all the way through the Grandmaster fight and meet your end to some mind-controlling spiders.
Yeah.
So
Mind
that
control is
Mind controlling spiders with the rogue, but mind
yeah.
controlling spiders.
All right. So that leads us to this one, and you can't see what he's doing, but you hear it. All right. Iran. Oh, wait. Hold on, I forgot.
I was
that's
gonna
a
say if
thing.
he go. Also, yeah, if he well, is he still invisible?
He is.
Okay, I guess Tiberius would not see him then.
All right. I love that these guys have climb.
I don't.
All right. That brings us to Oran. You're in a bad way, buddy.
yeah. Perilia is the only person that isn't mind controlled, and I'm pretty low on spells. So let's see. As far as I could tell, did the threads ever curve around anything, or did they just go straight?
As far as you can tell, they go straight.
Okay, I'm going to make a wall of force. That's the only counter to these guys, it seems.
All right. So you build a wall of force. Are you going to wall yourselves into this little L here?
No, I'm gonna wall Vic off from this guy,
Uh-huh.
and then continue it around. I heard it scurrying in somewhere in that general area, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I leave a 5-foot gap there and continue the wall in this direction, along the wall, and then down a bit.
Okay. Vic, you feel the controlling influence on you break. Reed also shakes himself out of his stupor. And you look to Ferilia, you see the bleeding wound that is of a telltale triangular pattern that's left by your tri-blade. And you see Iran sporting a bleeding knife wound just to the side of his kidney.
All right, and then I'm gonna turn and look this thing straight in the eyes because I can see it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're fucking dead. And I'm clearly facing towards it. And I'm like, and I turn to the others. I'm like, not you guys. Sorry, that fucking thing got inside my head.
Jeez, Vic.
Once is an accident. Twice.
You're now immune to its controlling influence for 24 hours. So is Reed.
Yeah.
That's good at least.
I'm guessing the one that's controlling me is the one that's getting away.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm
the
not
one
here.
that's on your side of it.
Yep. You got to shit into that stick, buddy.
I'm just a
Um,
rat. I don't know what you're talking
is drinking a potion a standard action or a move or a swift or a bonus
It's a
action?
bonus action if you
To
drink it.
drink yourself. Yeah.
It's a bonus action to drink it yourself. It's a standard action to feed it to somebody else.
All right, I'm gonna take a greater healing potion then. That's 44 plus.
Yes, greater is 44 plus 4.
Yeah.
It sounded more like a statement because you trailed off and it cut off at the end.
Okay, gotcha. It does a little bit, but it stops the bleeding. And can it still attack me from that angle with the wall there?
Depending on how you place it.
Did you place it so there was a gap, or did it go all the way across?
Yeah, if you
There's
placed
a
it,
5-foot gap.
There's
Yeah.
a 5-foot gap. Yeah, I can still reach in and tag you.
Okay. Is this space habitable?
You're either where you are or you're here. So it's up to you.
Oh, okay.
It can't fit through there. It's too big. But you could.
Okay.
can't.
But it
Yeah.
can indeed reach past the barrier and take a swipe at you.
Would it be like
Yeah.
half cover or something?
From ranged attacks, yes.
Yeah, whatever. I'll back up.
Alright. Alright, so you're going to take an attack of opportunity from a claw. 16.
Actually, that might miss. Let me double check mage armor.
Alright.
Mage armor is 13 plus dex.
Nope, that still hits.
Alright, you're going to take 9 slashing damage.
Alright. And that's my turn.
Alright. Second. Alright. Now, Vic, it's your turn. You just saw it reach past and scrape on an invisible barrier between you and it, but you were able to define the boundary.
Yep.
You're now
it's
within
about
attack
to get
range.
about to get stabbed. All right. So I will cast. Oh, yeah. I'm just thinking. Yeah, I'm gonna cast a booming blade on it.
Alright.
So that part of that is a weapon attack with my tri-blade.
Alright.
Let's see, tri-blade. We'll see if it hits. 23.
Oh, yeah, that hits.
Okay. And so here's that damage first. I'm also going to have to roll booming blade. So the initial damage will be 10 thunder damage.
Alright. Con save passed.
So it's 3 less than
Alright,
that.
so 7, 6, 5, 4, 24.
Yeah, so it's 30 piercing damage.
Okay.
Yeah, and 10 thunder damage immediately. And then more if it moves.
Alright.
So that's my action.
And one more time, the total.
So it's 30 piercing, 10 thunder.
So 43.
40.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's my action. I cast a spell, so I'm going to have Reed disengage.
Alright, Reed disengages. So this thing has been almost entirely silent this entire time. The only thing you've heard is the scrabble of its claws on the stonework floor. And when you reach through and you stab it with the tri-blade, there's this ungodly screech.
Okay.
And a splash of purple blood appears on the wall. Alright, Aurelia, your turn.
Okay. I'm just trying to figure out where I can get to so that I can shoot it.
Take
can
one
I shoot
step
it from
left.
here, or?
Yeah. So you should be able to shoot at it that
Yep.
way.
It will still have half cover, but you can shoot at it.
Okay, well, I'm gonna bonus action cast Hunter's Mark first.
All right.
Oh, you know what that is. I always forget it's gonna do that. I thought it was just gonna say what it was.
I know what it does. It's fine.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I guess Aran and Faye are still bleeding, right?
Yeah.
That damage.
Yep.
I took a
Well,
healing
I mean,
potion, so-
yeah, Oran's not
Okay,
bleeding.
Aran's fine. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Faye-
Faye,
Really is.
roll a d6 on Faye, Vic, for your
Yeah.
bleed damage.
It's Vibro
20
Knife with a 1d8. So.
Oh,
Oh, actually,
okay.
no, I hit Faye with the Dry Blade,
Yeah.
which is.
All right. So you take 2 bleeding damage, Faye, from Vic's bleed that he inflicted upon you. Your 24 does still hit. Roll damage.
Okay, so 12 piercing.
All right.
Is this thing still invisible?
Uh,
Oh, can I not
Oh.
see it? I thought that after it started doing this stuff, I could see it.
for the sake of
Or
my
does it have
sanity,
greater invisibility?
for the sake of my sanity, it's not invisible anymore.
Yeah, I mean, there's a big blood splatter. I think it's kind of easy to pick it out.
It's
Yeah. Well, yeah. It did attack, so I think that ends
Yeah.
its invisibility.
Yeah.
Okay, 4 for Colossus Slayer.
Alright.
All right.
So that's the first attack.
And then I've never actually used Hunter's Mark. Do I
Uh,
just do it like
You
one
roll on
round?
the
per-
D6.
No,
It's
it's
for
every
each-
attack you hit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
so we can use your other roll if you wanted. It's fairly decent off of a d6. Just
Okay,
another 4.
Yeah, then
All right.
if you're fine with that, I'm
I'm fine with that. It's fine. This is all fine. Everything's on fire. It's fine.
It's all fine. Okay,
So
so
roll
that's
20 damage.
Yep.
Need to shoot again. Yeah.
All right. You get to shoot again.
25.
25. All right. That hits. Roll damage and damage and Hunter's Mark.
Oh, sorry, it's just 6.
It's 6.
All
And
right.
then I don't do Colossal for the second attack, just
Right.
for the first.
Correct. Yeah.
Right. So you need 1d6 plus your weapon damage, which you rolled already. It's
Okay,
9
so
total.
9.
All right. So you draw back, and it screeches again. Does this thing ever reach? No, it doesn't. Okay.
Good.
Just wanted to see. All right. So does that end your turn?
Yeah.
All right. You end your turn right there. Make a charisma saving throw.
Yeah.
Oh my
Ooh.
gosh.
On that
Got a
failed
nat
save,
one.
Aurelia turns away from the creature that she was attacking and faces Aran. And that right there is where we're
Oh,
going to
no,
end the
it's
session
okay.
for tonight. It is 2 a.m. It's time to end. And we're going to leave it on this cliffhanger.
Yikes.
Yep.
And to think, I didn't expect it at all.
Way to go, Comet.
Oran.
Oh,
Hey, I'm a rat. I did
That's
nothing wrong.
That's
I
fair.
just asked a question. That's all I did.
That line of sight, though. All right. Everybody, thanks for hanging out. We appreciate it. We really do. Everybody here really... I just can't express how much appreciation we have for you guys hanging out and watching our show.
Get the links.
Yes, Vic will certainly post links, give a link dump here in just a minute. It'll have a link to our YouTube channel where you can find these campaigns that have been recorded and uploaded. Post a SoundCloud link that has them in podcast format. And it also has a link to our Discord where you can come in and talk to us. And we really talk about anything. Everybody's welcome. What am I missing? I'm missing something.
You're more active on your Twitter?
I'm somewhat active on my Twitter. Social media is hard. But we do have a Twitter, and the link for that is in there. Also, in there, that's what I'm missing. In those links are the links for the iTunes, so you can get it on your iPhone, or Google Play Music, or you can find it on Android, or you can also download it on Stitcher. Right? That's the new one? Yeah,
Stitcher.
You download the audio on Stitcher for these. So, we will see you next week, Wednesday, at 11 p.m. Central Daylight Time. I stream other games throughout the week. I will not be streaming tonight, and I probably won't be streaming tomorrow. I have a massive upload that I have to do. So, in the meantime, until we see you again, keep playing what you love. And we'll see you next time.